Hey everybody, welcome back to a brand new episode of Kerbal Space Program. And yeah, sorry I've been away for a day or so. It's because I started up this mission and it took me too long to uh, get things going. And yeah, but so the mission to Duna is now underway. So we have launched this lander. I've launched this one lastly, okay? This is the one that's gonna land with the Kerbal in it, the scientist Kerbal. And then we have the rover, which I've gone and designed, finally. We here. And one thing I wish I did do, which I've noticed, is that this antenna should have been on the outside, because I feel like this fairing is messing with the signal. This whole fairing, the shell, is messing with the signal of this thing. But yeah, we have a little rover here, which has all the experiments and things we need, or some of them, and a experiment storage unit right there. And we are going to, this one is going to land first. The lander is going to land last, okay? And then in front of all of them is the satellites over here. No, not that, that's the lander. Where is Duna Sat 1? There we go. This one is the first one to go into a polar orbit, or it will be there. We're gonna do all the maneuvers and everything today, and yeah. So I want to get this thing into a polar orbit, and hopefully I can get this thing back into equatorial orbit. Yeah, this one is now in front, and hopefully this antenna will work as a relay for the for the rover, because the rover antenna is now currently connected to the KSP and is losing signal. I've gone and did upgrade the tracking station, so it has a lot more power to track. You can see it's fully upgraded. I've spent a lot of money. We were sitting at, I spent around $1 mil already, and yeah, we've got some science and things there. So let's quickly jump to these guys. Here we can see it's all of them. This one was launched first, this one was lost second, and this one was third. Yeah, so just quickly want to check. Okay, so they still have their maneuvers. This one has, as we can see, all three of them are on the way. I should have waited. That I can't remember what happened, but this rover one, I sent it to escape the Kerbal atmosphere, or the Kerbal influence. And for some reason, the feature indicator, as I can put it, did not work well, or did not display correctly, and it went up and came back down and then escaped into the high above Kerbal, or escaped the sphere of influence of Kerbal. But at that time I had to launch the Duna lander, because like the window of between Kerbal and Duna was at 0, 0, and 1 hour or something like that. We are now in perfect window time, as you can see here. So I think if you the one trick, if you want to do this, I mean, you can just use the alarm clock. It's fine, it's built in. But previously what you had to do is put on a flat plane between Kerbal and Kerbal. You know, they are, you know, on the same plane, and then at a 45-degree angle or something like that. So yeah, Duna has to be on a 45-degree angle, or like I don't know, like somehow like this. You have to make a triangle like this, and this side of the triangle must be at least 45 degrees. And another thing is, this should also be like a line. You just draw a line straight down, like you're looking from the top of everything, and you draw a line straight down, where that line meets the Kerbal orbit. Then you know your window of opportunity is there. Oh wow, they want us to put a satellite. That would not be a bad idea for the Eve mission. But I want to have at least 5 satellites in orbit around the sun between Duna and Kerbal, so I can relay things back. But that will come at a later stage. We are just now going to do other things. Lastly, before we go and just do it, a couple of changes I forgot to show you guys. Over here with the space station, orbital space station Mark 1. I did get some science, although I did cheat in for 300 science. to get the rover parts and everything going. And before I knew it, this thing has already gone and generated 400 science in no time, almost 500. And that's why we have like 200 and something left. That's why I paid back the science. I've deleted 300 science, so that yeah, I don't like to cheat or whatnot. But that was I didn't know how this works properly. How much science a day, if it will transfer. I could have probably worked it out, but yeah. But now all the science we collected high around Kerbal, the moon, high, low, all those. Oh, look at that crater. That looks so cool. Like that line. Oh, that's so awesome. Everything we've collected is now being processed. Everything has been filled. As we can see, the data, 730 out of 750. Like that's everything these guys collected. Now what we can do, or what I can do, is the refueler still has a lot of fuel in here. Okay, and even in here, a little. So what I can do is now transfer fuel to this thing and use Jebediah to land for us on the moon, wherever, and then just lift off, come back to this thing with brand new science, and then load this guy up again. Which I might do, which might be a future video and things. But now that has been explained, Duna mission's on the way, and today we are going to try to get all 3 of them in orbit at least. So, let's see. Sat1. This one is the important one for me, because it has to be the relay between Kerbal and Duna. It's going to be in a polar orbit. It's the escape ship. It's the one thing that's going to talk to every other ship. And each ship is supposed to be at least 10 days apart from each other, but these last 2 ain't. Just the Duna Sat1 is 10 days in front of the rover. So the last 2 is going to be very tricky, and I don't know really. Maybe there's a way we can set it up. Wait, is this the... No, I think I selected the wrong thing. Tracking station. I think I selected the rover there. I should select the Sat. That one. Yeah, that one. The Sat one? That one. Yes. It should be already exposed. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, it has this relay antenna on it. And it is talking to Kerbal. Turking. Gobble gobble. Okay, this thing has a decent reaction wheelage in it. It's gonna be 1 day. So 1 minute, so 34 seconds. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna quick save. Click past it and say warp to next maneuver. And all of these has a what do you call it, a maneuver a day ahead, but I think I just have to adjust them, because each of them are literally a day ahead, the same as our ship over here. They're on a lower orbit, they're gonna go faster, which is not correct to do. This one should have been in a lower orbit. These guys have to be in a higher orbit, unfortunately, but that's just how the cookie crumbles. So we have to... Oh, this is going to be a tough one, right? Very, very tough. And I did not include RCS on this ship, which is a damn shame. Okay, we said, what, 34 seconds left? And we have to stage. Some stage. So let's forward a little... Okay, just calm down there. Keeping my eye out on the node over here, and then the timer is go. And as we can see, our orbit is now changing, periapsis and apoapsis, and it is also gonna push out towards the Duna orbit, and it should encounter it at some stage, hopefully. But we're so far away, every small change we're doing now is a big influence later. There's not the end of the world if we stage or whatnot. I would just want to be ready to stage, then I'm going to view to Duna, and then I'm going to keep burning up until when we see the influence when we get caught in the influence, because there is a little problem that is happening with Ike, or Ike, which is the moon of Duna. Okay, there we go. Just gonna do that. Focus view. Get your pushy back there. Whoa. I'm changing the orbit a lot. Alright, there we go. I don't see the thing though. Where is it? There it is. Just gonna keep burning. This one open. There we go. I'm happy with that. There we go. Lovely. It's a very high orbit, 182. But I feel like it's going to be better to, if we get to here, to change our inclination. Is it inclination? But we are going to start an orbit like this. And, oops. Come on. 182, 184. Okay, that's fine. We've got ourselves a orbit. Then we will change everything. The mission for today is we are going to get these all into orbit first. Then next video or whatever, we might get them to land or what. The first landing will be the Duna lander, or maybe we can start orbiting the sat, like get it to separate and all those things. Let's go ahead over here and fly, but I think it might be past its node. Oh, it's in 1 hour. Oh, what perfect timing. Yeah, it's in an hour. Very nice. And this thing, I do have RCS, although not a lot of monopropellant. What I usually do is use RCS to get myself into motion, and then I switch it off, switch it on, switch it off. We go, and just arrest our motion. Okay, so that's that. Got a quick save, and I'm going to say warp to next maneuver. So again, it's going to be 25, 26 seconds. Yeah, I would say about 26, 27. Around there, 26, 27 seconds. Yeah, that should be plenty. And go. And we don't have to stage here, I think. Oh, we have to. Okay, well, that's fine. Everything is going swimmingly. I'm very happy about this. I thought like we're gonna have a lot of issues with them so close to each other, but they're supposed to be about 10 days apart. And how's the signal? Yeah, see, this is the one. This is the rover. 73% is not good. And I'm just hoping... I don't want to drop the fairing on this, because the fairing is part of the... is part of, like, quote-unquote, the ship. And I don't want it to... because of the heat shield and everything. I don't know how... it's gonna... how everything's gonna be influenced. I don't know. Okay. Oh. I thought we focus Duna. Oh, poop. 90. We want to go the opposite way. Should be here. Oh. Okay. Not supposed to happen. Let's go back to our ship. If we cannot fix this, that ship we will fix in another stage. It's that's on 55 seconds. 45 minutes. I will give us some time. Okay, let's go ahead and focus. It's so hard to work with the maneuvers and whatnot. Okay, so we have to go down. Something like this. And we sort of want to come in an equatorial like orbit. I feel like that should be fine. Yo, look at that burn time. Hot damn. We have to derate this engine to about 5%. So yeah, 12-second burn. It's fine. Here's our maneuver. Activate RCAs, get us there quicker. It's about 6 seconds before and after the node. Okay, and then we'll just say... I'm just gonna say save, click here, hop to next maneuver, and then I'm gonna focus on Duna again. Then just keep an eye on our things over here. Okay, let us continue on forward. So we have 6 seconds left. A little bit faster. Okay, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Actually doing a very slow burn, so it's a little bit easier for us to do this. There we go. Look at that. About 90. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A little bit overshot, but it's fine. Now what we can do is add a maneuver and close our orbit, please. So we are going to stage. This is 91. 90, 91, that's fine. Alright, I'm happy about that. Let's move back to our ship. Quick save, and then go back to the space center. Actually, should have gone to the tracking station. Duh! What is wrong with me? So tracking station, and then... That was the lander, oh, the rover. Now it's the lander's turn. And I think we have to adjust its, yeah, we've missed its window of opportunity there, which is okay, because it's not such a hard thing to do. We just give ourselves a couple of minutes forward. Yeah, about 13 minutes. So how I did this, and you guys will see... Done it. So Duna is now set as a target. Oh yeah, okay. Now I'm seeing my orbit is this one going all the way over here. So I was just confused, like, what? Did I already do that? I wouldn't do that. But showing it. Okay, now what I want to do is, there's my lines, my dotted lines. So I am going to burn prograde up until when my, as you can see, these two closest approach. I'm just going to right click on that one. Like so. And what I like to do is just check if this, our orbit, future orbit, is on par with Duna's orbit. Okay, and then I just look at this way. And then I just pull on this little guy. This is radial in, I think. There is one big issue with this lander, is that the scientist on board cannot fly the ship, and that means the I have to do everything manually. Here we go, as we can see, it's getting closer and closer. Do it slowly. Can't see. If you can't see, no, it won't work. What I usually do is I like to be Kerbal in front. Here we go. There's our encounter. We're going to zoom out. Going to focus view on Duna. Here, right click here. There we go. And we continue on with our burn. That, and we want to bring it up. Don't know why it hit that from me, but okay. And there we go. There's an IK encounter. I don't want that at all. Up even more. Okay, and up. In. Up a little. Whoops. Go. A little bit more. Around 70. I feel like 80 it would be good. Can we do something like this? Yeah, I'll be happy with that. There's a 55-second burn, so it's about 32-ish burn. 32 seconds. Okay. And we have to stage the partway again. Do we have? Yes, we do have RCS in this one. How much do we have? A lot. We have a lot. Because the reason why I have these RCS thrusters and whatnot on the ship is because the reaction wheels on this is not good. And also I didn't know that this Robodyne cannot do anything else except stability assist. So it is operational, it is working fine as intended. But yeah, okay. Gonna quick save. Go to map. I go to my ship. Zoom in. Then warp to next maneuver. Okay. And then, oh, 54 seconds. So what, 32? Still fine, I guess. And I think it's because we used RCS, it pushed us around a little. And every little change we're doing now, any force that is applied to our ship right now, pushing it in a sort of a direction, it will change our course in the future. 4, 2, 1, burn. Okay, we should be good. Just keep an eye on this, and as soon as we have to stage, what we can do so long is focus on Duna. Keep an eye on this, keep an eye on that, keep an eye on our stage. This is sort of precision, precise stuff that you need to do. Because, like I said, any small change you make at your orbit, far into the future of your orbit, something major changes. Waiting for our stage to run out. There we go. And there we go. Map. Like that. Chasing it, keep chasing it. Slowing down our burn a little. That open. How high is it? I'm happy with that. Very happy with that. Alright. I think the video's gone on way too long already, so I think I'm gonna put a cut in here. Let's just go ahead and do our planning over here, and then next episode, once we get very close, we'll put these people in orbit, these ships. And yeah. Alright people, thanks so much for joining me here on Kerbal Space Program. See you guys next time. Bye bye.